I'm Megan, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 12 things cerebral palsy has taught me in my life. So, let's begin. It taught me that life is a gift. I'm so lucky for the life I have and live life to the fullest because you're not guaranteed another day. You only guarantee the moment you are living in right now. And you don't know what tomorrow will bring. So it really helps me to live life to the fullest because I'm so lucky for the life I have. And I have so much that I should be grateful for. Going along with that is it helps me to be grateful for everything I'm able to do. Yes, having cerebral palsy is a challenge. Like, of course, it is very hard at times. But it helps me to be grateful for everything I'm able to do. Even if it's just a small thing that people do without thinking, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for everything. It made me realize how strong I am. It, in a way, forced me to be strong and tough because it's not easy having cerebral palsy. It's not easy only being able to use my left hand for most things. It really taught me to be strong and not easy to deal with people who are ignorant and who doesn't understand your disability. It is not easy. So it really taught me to be strong in those moments because if I'm not strong, then it'll be 10 times harder to get through those moments. So it really helped me to develop into the strong person I am today and be strong with everything life throws at me. It taught me hard work and determination can get you so far. It taught me that you can accomplish pretty much anything if you work hard and you are determined, if you have dedication, if you are persistent, you will get through it. Like, you will accomplish it. It really taught me that because everything I have accomplished in my life has come from my work ethic, has come from being so determined. So it really taught me that if I have that, then I can accomplish anything I set my mind to, even if it seems difficult at first, and even if it takes me a while. Eventually, I will accomplish it. It taught me that there is ignorance towards cerebral palsy and disability in general. I feel like if I didn't have a disability, then I would not have realized it because I wouldn't have that experience of living with a disability. But having that experience living with a disability, I really get that perspective of the ignorance that there is in society towards disability. And I do my best to educate as much as possible because I do want there to be a change in society and people to be more educated on cerebral palsy and disability because that is so important and that just will make the world a better place for me and for those with disabilities. So it taught me everything I'm capable of doing with one hand. I'm capable of doing so many things that a lot of people that are able to use both of their hands, do with both of their hands. Having cerebral palsy really taught me how much I'm capable of doing with just one hand. And I think it's pretty cool how I can do a lot of things with one hand that a lot of people could never imagine doing with one hand. And something I would never have known I could do if I was able to use two hands. It taught me to never give up. Throughout my life, there has been many moments where I wanted to give up and I was so close to giving up. But one thing CP has taught me is I can't give up because if I give up, then I'll never know what could have been if I didn't give up. A lot of times when I'm about to give up or am very close to giving up, it's then that soon after something exciting happens and accomplish what I've been working so hard for. Like, you can't give up because you never know what can happen if you just keep sticking to it and keep working towards whatever you're trying to achieve. You never know what could happen. And if you give up, you might have that wonder, like, wow, like, what could have happened if I decided I wasn't gonna give up? I try my best to never give up because for me, like, I don't want to ever have that thought of what could have been if I didn't give up. Not everyone is going to understand you and understand your disability or like you, and that is okay because there's going to be plenty of people that are going to understand you and understand your disability and like you for who you are. you should focus your energy on. The people that don't understand you, that is alright. Not everyone is gonna like you, and not everyone is gonna understand you and your disability. Like, you only can do so much to educate people. At a certain point, it comes their responsibility to educate themselves and want to educate themselves. I can't force someone to understand my disability if they don't want to, and at a certain point, not in my control. So I do the best I can to educate those so they do understand me better, but there's only so much I can do. I try my best to focus on the people who do understand me, and it is okay for not everyone to understand you. It is okay to not be okay. Of course, I have my days where I don't want to have a disability. I just want to be able to use 2 hands. I just want to have a day where I get a break from cerebral palsy. I get to know what it feels like to be able to use 2 hands and just not have that challenge. Like, of course, I have those days. Having CP made me realize it is okay to have those days. It's okay to not be okay, to have bad days where you don't like your disability, that you wish you didn't have a disability. Like, that is okay to have those days sometimes. It's normal to have those days. You know, no one's life is easy. Like, normal to not be okay with your disability every day. And I try my best to be positive and think of the positives that cerebral palsy had brought to my life. But I can't deny that there's also so many challenges and negatives along with cerebral palsy. So to have days where I'm not okay is completely okay. And having a disability has taught me that so much. It's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to have days where you're sad. What's important is you take those days and let those days happen, and then you come back stronger than ever. Be like, you know what? I'm going to use it as motivation. I'm going to think about it as positive as I can. So I try to use those days as best as I can to turn it into a positive. So I'm not having those thoughts all the time, because it's okay to have those days, but then you have to come back and be like, you know what? I'm not going to let my disability define me, and I'm going to use it as motivation, and I'm going to do my best to be positive. It taught me to not take life so seriously. Like, if you know me in real life, like, I laugh a lot. I am so sarcastic. I love laughing. I love using my sense of humor. I do have to say, a lot of it has to do with having cerebral palsy. I don't take it so seriously, because I realize I am so lucky for the life I have. I'm so grateful for the things I'm able to do. Like, I know, like, my cerebral palsy could be a lot worse, and I'm grateful for everything I'm able to do. I don't take things so seriously, and I try my best to just laugh and just use my sense of humor. Like, have fun, laugh, you know, use your sense of humor, like, just have a blast. Like, life doesn't have to be taken so seriously all the time. Like, you should laugh and have fun. And cerebral palsy had taught me that life is not fair. I'm sure, like, everyone has dealt with that in their life at some point, that they think, wow, like, life is not fair. Like, why did this have to happen to me? You know, I have dealt with that a lot. I think, you know, being born with a disability, like, I was born with, like, life is not fair, because why was I given this disability, you know? Sometimes it's hard to not think of that. Having a disability from the beginning of my life has taught me life is not fair, but that is okay. No one's life is easy, and everyone struggles with that at some point in their life, of thinking, wow, like, why did this have to happen? Like, this is not fair. Everyone deals with that. But the one thing that is important is you shouldn't dwell on the fact that life is not fair, because no one's life is easy. Everyone has their own struggles and challenges. Lastly is, it taught me to not take anything for granted. Everything I'm able to do, as I said before, I'm so grateful for. And even the little things, like I mentioned this in another video I did, but the little things like tying your shoes, putting up your hair, being able to walk, being able to, like, run, being able to just do all those things, I'm so grateful for. I try my best to not take that for granted. I'm grateful for everything I learned how to do with one hand. Try my best to not take any of that for granted, because another thing is, like, you don't know when that could be taken away from you. So that why I some of us do not take anything for granted. That is 12 things cerebral palsy has taught me in my life. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday and Friday. And throughout December, I'm posting extra videos throughout the week as well. So you don't want to miss out on any of that. And also turn on post notifications so you get notified when I post. And I hope you have an amazing day. And I'll see you in my next video on Monday. Bye.